Well, Rich, we're ready to go here. Do you have any comments?
No, I hope they have Johnston has as good a game as they did last time. They were really good last time with that blowout. I expect to see another one tonight.
And Johnston wins the tap. Zednik goes in for a layup, and it's knocked out of bounds. Johnston ball. Tom Zednik easily winning the tap to his twin brother, Ralph. Ball goes inside to Zednik, and it's good for two. Johnston with the early 2-0 lead. Home run pass down to Fitzgerald. Dumps it off to Finland, and it's tied at 2. Johnston, both teams coming out with the press here early on. Johnston breaks the press 2-on-1, in for a layup by Brian Crum. Johnston coming out with his trapping defense, just the way it came out Tuesday night against Scituate. But Smithfield seems to be handling it pretty easily here. Shots missed, ball batted around. Picked up by Fallon, outside to Bob Dufresne, and it's good for 3. 3-pointer. 5-4 Smithfield. And Smithfield's also coming out in the press, but Johnston breaks it easily. Crum into Zednik. We have traveling, our first turnover of the game. Good play by Fitzgerald, hustling back on defense to cause that turnover. Ooh, ball almost stolen away, but he stepped on the end line. Johnston ball. Both teams applying the early pressure after the inbounds plays here. Arnold with the ball, swings it on over to Samaglia. Samaglia takes a dribble, goes the other way. Ball deflected away, battle underneath. He picks it up and lays it in. 6-5 Johnston. All right, a press works, turnover, over and back. Over and back, but a good defensive play nonetheless. Alertly, Ralph Zednik picked up that loose ball, but he carried it back over the timeline. That's Steve Fallon, passing it off to Jim Finland. Finland hits Bob Dufresne, heading to the top of the key. Down on the wing to Finland, back over to Steve Fallon. Fallon fakes the shot, and the ball's knocked out of bounds, Smithfield ball. Finland inbounds to Mainley. Maney over to Dufresne, calls out the play near the half court. Fallon into Dufresne, over to Finland. Ball deflected out of bounds, Sentinels ball. First substitution of the game. Number 15, James Reynolds in the lineup, and Bob Dufresne sits down for a little talk with Coach Benoit. Finland stops his drive, ball's knocked away, Fallon with it. Samaglia are all over him. Johnston, and it's tight man-to-man defense. The shot clock expires before Kevin Fitzgerald can get off his shot. Ball goes over to Johnston. Oh, they hit Zednik with the home run ball, and he goes in, misses the jam. He started his leap a little early there. Should have just gone in for the easy 2 off the glass. And here comes Smithfield back up the court. Number 5, Steve Fallon, puts it up, in and out. Ball batted around. Fitzgerald picks it up, and he's fouled by Ralph Zednik. I want to get the first names right. I just need to say Zednik all day. That's Ralph's first foul. First on the team. Smithfield inbound the ball under the basket. Ball comes into Dufresne, who's back in the lineup. Over to Fallon. Fallon Reynolds with a 3-point try, no good. Ball batted around. Crum with the rebound. Tries to pass it, but he travels. Johnston getting a little sloppy here, trying to run up court. Maybe they should slow it down a bit. But this is a fast-paced game so far, and that's Fitzgerald in and out. Rebound by Crum, out to Samaglia. He's got a 2-on-1. Zednik on the wing, feeds it to Zednik, who lays it up and in. 8-5 Johnston. Ball in the Reynolds. He was trapped, almost threw it away, picked up by Fallon. Oh, reach-in foul on number 30, Tim Arnold. That's his first, second on the team. But you got fast-paced action here both ways. Both teams pressing after baskets, but it's getting a little sloppy.
Oh, definitely. The Sentinels are really trying to do the fast break. And Johnston just trying to go too fast for their own good.
Here's Reynolds with the ball. He drives, lays it up underhand and in. Nice play by James Reynolds, number 15. Here comes Crum with the ball, bringing it up over the timeline. Ball deflected out of bounds off his leg, Smithfield ball. Dufresne with the ball, top of the circle. Gives it off to Finland. Finland tries to lob it down low to Dufresne, and he's blocked, but the foul's called. Foul's on number 24, Tom Zednik. That's his first, third team. I'm sorry, they gave the foul to Tim Arnold. No, they changed it again. It is on Zednik, that's his first, third team. Bob Dufresne at the line, shooting 2. First one bounces around the rim, no good. Another substitution for Smithfield. Number 23, George Kinnear in the lineup. And number 21, Kevin Fitzgerald sits down. Here's a second shot for Dufresne. It's up, and it's also no good. Rebound by Zednik, out to Arnold, over to Crum. Crum leads a 3-on-2, takes it all away, but we got the offensive foul charging. Good play by the Smithfield defender. I think it was number 14, Tom Maney, drew the charge. And for the first time, Johnston lays off its press. Smithfield walks the ball up. Here's Tom Maney. Passes on the left wing to Jim Finland. Finland throws it up, no good. Rebound batted around, picked up by Zednik. And he's fouled by Bob Dufresne. 8-7 to score here. 3:57 left in the first quarter. That's Dufresne's first foul and the first Smithfield team foul. Smithfield continuing to try to press the Panthers, but the Panthers break the press easily, and Brian Crum walks the ball up over the timeline. Crum inside to Zednik. Zednik with the ball at the top of the key. Down low to Samaglia. He drives, lays it up and in. And the basket does not count. Foul was before the drive. Johnston will take the ball underneath the basket. Here's Samaglia looking for a place to go. Gives it to Crum. Crum drives by his defender, lays it up and in. This time the basket's good, and he was fouled. Nice inbound pass by Samaglia to Crum. Foul was on number 23, George Kinnear. That's his first, third team. Crum at the line shooting 1. Bounces high off the back of the rim, and here comes Smithfield. Dufresne brings the ball up over the timeline, gives it off to Fallon. Fallon on the left wing to Finland. Finland throws it up and good for 3. 3-point shot. Here's Arnold with the ball, bringing it up against the pressure. And he loses the ball. Scramble for it. And Smithfield's got it. Another scramble underneath the basket. And it's Johnston ball out of bounds off Smithfield. Number 33, Billy Martin in the lineup for Smithfield. All right, Crum inbounding the ball underneath his own basket. Gets it into Zednik. Zednik looks for his brother down court. Hits the Smithfield defender in the back with the pass. And Smithfield bringing it up. Here's Steve Fallon with the ball. Looking for someone to break loose. He finds Dufresne, gives it underneath to Martin. Martin looked like he traveled, threw up a wild one-hander that's no good. And here comes Crum bringing it up for Johnston. He's being closely guarded by Finland, who deflects the ball away, and Smithfield picks it up again. Another turnover. Johnston looks like they're trying to force the issue a bit here. Nice drive by Finland. Loose ball picked up by Johnston. And here comes Crum, slowing it down. I think it's a wise decision. Throws it in, but Zednik wasn't home. And here comes Finland. And Crum draws the charge. Good play by Crum to get back on defense after he threw the bad pass down the other end of the floor. And Smithfield keeps rotating the players in and out. And here comes Tom Maney in. And Jim Finland sits down. Okay, Arnold with the ball, back into Crum. Crum tripped up a bit by Maney, holds the ball, looks frustrated. Smaglia with the ball over to Arnold. Arnold lobs it in to Zednik, who lays it up and in. Johnston with a definite height advantage on the Sentinels, whose tallest player is on the bench, Mark McKenna, and he's 6'3". And Johnston has the twin towers, Tom and Ralph Zednik, 6'9" and 6'6". That was James Reynolds trying an underhand scoop shot underneath. Rebound by Crum, out to Smaglia. Comes down, gives it to Zednik. Zednik underneath, tries to hit his brother Ralph. Ball bounces off his hand out of bounds. Coach Smith telling his players to settle down. Settle down, they're trying to force the issue. Here comes Fallon with the ball. Stops, looks for a cutter, gets number 10, Steve Dufresne on the right wing. Bounce pass down to Fallon. Fallon trapped, gives it off to Reynolds. Back out on top to Maney. Maney over to Fallon. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Dufresne with the ball. In low to Billy Martin. Throws up another air ball, another wild shot by Billy Martin. Zednik again wasn't ready for the outlet pass, but the ball bounced to Brian Crum, who lays it in. 14-10 Johnston, 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here comes Fallon with the ball for the Sentinels. Over to Maney. Maney to Dufresne behind the three-point line. He drives in, the ball's deflected away by Smaglia. Over to Arnold is a scramble again. Fallon with the ball for the Sentinels. Brings it back, takes it in himself, but ball's knocked away. Oh, fine defensive play there by Ralph Zednik. But it looks like a foul was called. No foul, out of bounds off Johnston. Passing inbounds into Billy Martin, stolen away by Crum. Crum, outlet pass to Zednik, lays it up and in. Basket by Ralph Zednik. Fine pass by Brian Crum. And the Panthers open up a 6-point lead with 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Smithfield brings it down, looking for the last shot. Maney throws up a three-pointer, that's no good. Ralph Zednik with the rebound. 5 seconds to go, here comes Arnold. Arnold in the Crum, it's stolen by Dufresne, throws up, but desperation heave, no good. End of the first quarter here at Johnston. Okay, Johnston to inbounds the ball here to start the second quarter. Arnold tries to inbounds it to Crum, battle on the floor. Jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it's Smithfield ball. Smithfield's leading scorer, James Finland, on the bench starting the second quarter. He has 2 personal fouls. Here's Steve Fallon with the ball. Over to Tom Maney. Maney down underneath to Fitzgerald. Back to Maney. Over to number 23, George Kinnear. Here comes Fallon driving across the lane. Stops, pops, it's good. 16-12, Panthers on top. Inbounds pass to Arnold. Here he comes. Breaking down. He's going to take it all by himself. The ball's deflected out of bounds. Foul on number 14 for Smithfield, Tom Maney. And if it is on Maney, that would be his second foul. Number 22, Jim Finland back in the lineup for Smithfield. Arnold makes the first free throw. And the second one's up and off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Fitzgerald. That was the 15th foul on Smithfield. They are now over the limit. And Johnston is in the bonus situation, will be shooting 1-1 the rest of the half. And if Johnston shoots free throws the way they did Tuesday night against Scituate, that should be a definite added bonus. Here comes Crum off the rebound of a Smithfield miss, brings it over the timeline. Harassed by Fitzgerald. Down underneath to Zednik. Zednik hits Somalia at the top, ball deflected away. Foul on 14, Tom Maney. This time it is a second foul. Into the Johnston lineup, number 15, Mark Capaldi. Number 11, Gary Smagler at the line, shooting 1-1. The first one's up. No good. Rebound by Dufresne. Throws the outlet down to Fitzgerald. It's broken up on a fine play by Brian Crum. Over to Samaglia. Ralph Zednik throws it up. That looks to be a little bit outside his range. Rebound by his brother Tom. Over to his brother Ralph. 3-second violation. Got to go right up with that rebound. Can't stay in the lane like that. Here comes Maney bringing the ball up for Smithfield. Over the timeline. Over to Dufresne. Dufresne looking for a cutter underneath. Gives it off to Fitzgerald, top of the key. He steps to the foul line. Gives it off to Maney. Maney looking for a cutter, finds none. Gives it to Fitzgerald, over to Dufresne. Dufresne with the ball, top of the key. Works it to the right. Down low to Kinnear. Kinnear throws up a three-pointer. That bounces around, no good. Rebound by Samaglia, and he's fouled by Maney. Smithfield, Tom Maney picks up a quick 3 personal fouls here in the first 1 minute and 44 seconds of the second quarter. But no. I'm sorry, George Kinnear reached in from behind. That's his first. Smagler at the line, shooting 1-1. And he misses again. Rich, I think I jinxed him when I said they shot the free throws well against Scituate.
Oh, yeah, what happened? Holy mackerel. They're also starting to get a little reckless. Bob, watching Brian Crum there almost make a flying tackle to get that ball before.
Smithfield misses. There's a battle underneath for the rebound, and a foul was called. That was Ralph Zednik with the rebound. He was fouled. He'll be shooting 1-1. Smithfield foul is on number 10, Bob Dufresne. That's his second. The team's over the limit. Into the Johnston lineup, number 21, David Hansen. And Brian Crum sits down, take a breather. He's played a fine first half so far. Looks a little bit frustrated, and Coach Smith just wants to rest him. Here's Zednik at the line. And it's up. No good. That's 3 in a row the Panthers have missed from the line. Zednik with the rebound, he's short. Ball picked up, bounced away, out of bounds off Smithfield. As the ball rolls over to our table. Ball stolen away as Zednik tried to pass it underneath. Smithfield bringing it up. Here's Fitzgerald, leaves it for Fallon. Fallon on the right wing to Dufresne. Looks for 3, fakes, drives around. Nice play, lays it in for 2. 17-14 our score. Johnston still on top. Hansen into Samaglia. Samaglia up court to Tom Zednik. Zednik loses the ball. Here comes Fallon. Looked to throw the outlet, it wasn't there. Walks it up the court, over the timeline. Top of the key, he picks it up, gives it off to Dufresne. Dufresne down underneath to Finland. Finland back out to Dufresne, throws it across court to number 15, James Reynolds, who loses the ball. Here comes Samaglia the other way. Takes it coast to coast by himself, no good. Hansen battles for the rebound, but Smithfield has it, and we're coming back up the other way. That's Fallon bringing it up, throws it down to Fitzgerald from behind the 3-point line, and that's short. Rebound by Ralph Zednik. Here comes Samaglia bringing the ball up for Johnston. 4:40 to go in the first half. Throws it down underneath. Nice play to Hanson. Lays it up and in. That time the alley-oop worked. And here comes Fallon bringing it up for Smithfield. Top of the key off on the right to Dufresne. Dufresne dribbles back over to the left side, looking for a cutter underneath, can't find one. Dishes it off to Fallon. Fallon fakes the three, gives it back to Kinnear. Kinnear hits the three-pointer, and he was fouled by Samaglia. Chance for a 4-point play here for Smithfield. One of the rare opportunities here in basketball, a 4-point play off the made three-pointer. And I'm sorry, that wasn't Kinnear, that was Jim Finland with the basket at the line shooting one. Shot is up and short, rebound by Tom Zednik. Gives it off to Hanson. Hanson tripped up a little bit, maintains the ball, gives it off to Capaldi. As Smithfield looks like it's gone back into its press now that they're only down by 3. Samaglia with the ball, looking to get it into Zednik underneath. Goes by the pick, drops it off to Capaldi. 3-point shots, no good. Rebound Reynolds, gives it off to Fallon. Fallon bringing the ball up. 3-on-2 break. Fallon lays it up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Zednik. He's got at least a half dozen rebounds here early in the first half. Capaldi brings the ball over the timeline, over to Samaglia. Samaglia gets it inside to Rao Zednik. He steps, throws it up, no good. Rebound by brother Tom, lays it up, no good. Battle underneath, and Reynolds has the ball. Dufresne bringing the ball up here for Smithfield. Bringing it down the left side, right in front of our table. Brings it off the top of the key. Leaves it off of Fallon. Fallon down underneath to Fitzgerald. Back to Fallon, over to Dufresne. Looked for the three, held it. Back on top to Fallon, hits from the top of the key, and it's no good. Rebound Fitzgerald, lays it up, and it's in. Johnston by 1 now. Smithfield with the full court press on. And it's stolen, it works this time. Fitzgerald with the steal, over to Fallon, top of the key. Works it back out, and Smithfield sets up. Here's Dufresne with the ball on the right. Down to Finland inside to Fitzgerald. He's blocked by Tom Zednik. Ball goes out of bounds. And wholesale substitutions for Smithfield. Billy Martin comes in, and number 11, Jason Boobin, makes his first appearance. Fallon underneath, throws it into Billy Martin. It's bounced around off the head of Capaldi. Here's Samaglia off to Rao Zednik. He holds it up, waits for his teammates to get back down the floor. And Crum back in the game also for Johnston. He's got the ball. Nice pass inside for a dunk for Tom Zednik. 21-18, Panthers in front. Here's Fallon with the ball. Over to Finland. Finland working on Hanson. Fallon and Finland play catch, and now it's over to Boobin. Boobin back to Fallon, top of the key. 3-point shot by Finland, off the rim, no good. Rebound underneath Billy Martin. He's blocked by Zednik, and we got a travel violation on Samaglia. That's what the press will do to you, though. Knew he had a rush up court, and he took steps. Finland from behind the 3-point line. That's good for 3. Tie ball game with 1:48 to go in the first half. Ball thrown away, retrieved by Billy Martin for Smithfield. Finland with the ball. Over to Fallon, back to Finland, into Boobin. Boobin top of the key, Finland throws up a 3-pointer, air ball. Ball goes out of bounds, Johnston ball. Well, Rich, once Smithfield chopped the lead down, back to 3 points, they put the press back on and it's worked. They scored the last 5 or 6 points here.
Oh yeah, they're forcing Johnston to get careless now. And with a little help from James Finland hitting them 2 3-pointers. She's doing some good work tonight.
Right, here's Samaglia, throws up a shot, that's off the rim, rebound Zednik, he's been a terror on the boards. Back out to Crum, 3-pointer, in and out. Ball retrieved by Reynolds. Fallon throws it down low to Boobin. Boobin on the left wing, back out to Fallon, top of the key, Finland. Finland over to Fallon, the playing catch at the top, throws it inside to Billy Martin, moves on Zednik, and he's blocked. Partially blocked, and Ralph Zednik gets the rebound. Crum looking down for Tom Zednik, throws it down but we've got a traveling violation. So here comes Fallon, bringing the ball over the timeline for Smithfield. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Fallon with the ball on the top of the key. Over to Finland. Finland's been hot the last couple of minutes. Here's Fallon, fakes the three-pointer, throws it back out to Bubin. Bubin, top of the key, drives, passes it off to Fallon. Fallon fakes the shot, back to Bubin, into Billy Martin inside. Off to Finland, and he took steps. Took steps and fall to the floor. Uh-oh, looks like he hurt his ankle, and that's what Smithfield doesn't need. They had enough injuries already in the season. And he's gonna sit down with 22 seconds to go in the first half. And he sits down with 11 first half points. And we got another traveling violation. This time, David Hansen took steps. Smithfield still with that tough pressure defense. They got the ball, last shot time here. Dufresne takes the ball out, him and Fallon play catch at the top. Over to Bubin. Back out on top to Fallon, 10 seconds to go. Dufresne with the ball, back to Fallon. Fallon to Dufresne, he drives down, throws it back out to Fallon, he throws it up, it's good. Good for 2 points. And a 23-21 Smithfield lead here at the end. Okay, we're ready to start the second half here. Johnston ball. Brian Crum with the ball, bringing it over the timeline. Dribbles on the right, throws it in to Tim Arnold. Loses the ball, retrieves it, lays it up and in. Johnston back in a 2-3 zone. Fallon with the ball, top of the key, into Finland. Throws up a three-pointer. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Zednik. We got a traveling call again on Tim Arnold. Smithfield ball. Fallon inbounds the ball. Gives it to Finland on the right. Fakes the three, passes out to Mainley. This time he throws up the three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Crum. Crum harassed by Fallon, brings the ball up himself. Off on the right to Arnold. Arnold dumps it inside, but it's stolen away by Fitzgerald. Leads the break, holds it up. Waits for his teammates to join him. Gives it to Finland on top. Over to Dufresne on the right. Fakes the bounce pass in, passes it around the top. Fallon with the ball. Cross-court pass back to Dufresne. Over to Finland. Finland is Dufresne from the right, three-pointer in and out. Crum with the rebound, bringing it down the floor himself. Off on the left to Samaglia. Stops, pops, no good, he was fouled. Smithfield foul on number 10, Bob Dufresne. That's his third first team foul. Samaglia at the line shooting 2. First one's up and good. Johnston retakes the lead, 24-23. Samaglia set for the second one, it's up, and that too is good. Johnston up by 2. Here comes Fallon with the ball over the timeline. Fakes on the left to Manley, then he gets it to Mainley. Mainley inside to Dufresne, ball off his foot, retrieves it in the corner, back out on top to Fallon. Fallon swings it down to Mainley, throws up the 3, it's short. Ball batted around, comes to Fallon. He hesitates, gives it off to Finland. Finland with the 3, no good. Rebound by Ralph Zednik, gives it off to Crum. Crum being harassed by Mainley. And he travels. And the frustration's really starting to show on the face of Brian Crum here. Smithfield making the double substitutions, James Reynolds and George Kinnear in the lineup. Here's Fallon with the ball, top of the key. Looks to his right, fakes to his left, gives it to the right to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looked on inside, out on top to Fallon, over to Mainley. Mainley on the top to Fallon, off to the right to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back to Fallon. Fallon fakes the shot, dribbles down, gives it to Fitzgerald, fakes the three, dribbles, pulls the ball back out on top to Mainley. Mainley to Kinnear. Kinnear back on top to Mainley, over on the right to Fitzgerald. 17 seconds on the time clock. Mainley dribbles, fakes off Fitzgerald, three-point shot, that's short, rebound by Ralph Zednik. Zednik over to Samaglia. Walks the ball up the court. Johnston looks like they want to slow it down. Off to Crum. Crum dribbles around to the left side. Looks underneath. No one there, dumps it down low on the right to Zednik. Zednik back to Crum, takes a wicked dump. He was fouled by James Reynolds. Nice give and go worked here on the left side by Zednik and Crum. Billy Martin returning to the game for Smithfield. Fitzgerald takes a break. Crum lobs it in. Zednik knocked away by Billy Martin. Rebound Samaglia, lays it up and in. Yeah. Fallon brings the ball up. Bounce pass over to Kinnear. Kinnear bounces it back to Fallon, over on the right to Mainley. We've got a foul away from the ball underneath. Zednik and Martin pushing around, but foul is on Zednik. That's his second, first team. Zednik comes out of the lineup, and Chris Gentile comes in, making his first appearance tonight for Johnston. Mainly to Fallon. Fallon throws it up, in and out, no good. Rebound by Ralph Zednik. Off to Samaglia, down floor to Gentile. Had Arnold, but didn't see him. Gives it back to Zednik. Over to Brian Crum. Crum over to Arnold, on top to Samaglia. Looks in low to Zednik, dribbles around. Off to Crum. Crum looking for Arnold, cutting across, wasn't there. Brings it down the left corner. Lobs it into Zednik underneath. Ralph up, lays it in. 29-23. Panthers by 6. Mainly blocked. What a block by Zednik. Ball goes out of bounds. The 2-3 zone employed by Johnson's really working so far. Smithfield's gone to almost the first 4 minutes without scoring a basket. Ball goes inside to Billy Martin. He's fouled as he tries to throw up a shot. He'll be at the line shooting 2. First one's up and good by Billy Martin. Second one's also good. That Johnston foul was on number 31, Brian Crum. That was his second, team second. Those are the first 2 points for Smithfield in the third quarter. Gentile looking for help. Smithfield comes back out in the press. Crum with the ball, he's harassed. 10-second call. Didn't get the ball over half court in the allotted 10 seconds. Turned the ball over. Smithfield, every time they seem to go down about 6 or 8 points, they come back out with the press, and it seems to work.
Yeah, but they also got to watch out. Johnson's making a lot of mistakes right now. They're traveling and the second violations. That's the one thing that's going to kill them.
Okay, Kinnear misses the three-pointer. Rebound by Zednik. Samaglia brings the ball up. He's harassed by Mainley. Gets it off to Zednik. Zednik gets it in the Crum. Drives the lane, throws it up. No good. Kinnear with the rebound. Almost throws it away. Nice save by Mainley. They find Billy Martin down low. Kinnear Fallon shouting, slow it down, slow it down. Mainley inside to Martin. He's fouled by Gentile. He'll go to, no, he won't go to the line. That's the third team foul for Johnston. Kinnear inbounds the ball to Reynolds. Reynolds on top to Mainley. Mainley with Arnold on him. Gives it out on top to number 13. He's not listed in our program. Number 13 could be Wayne Horton, who's listed as number 3 in the program, and I don't see a number 3 sitting on their bench. Shot by Mainley from the left corner is no good. Here comes Johnston on a 4-on-1. Arnold to Samaglia in the crumb, and he's fouled. Perhaps Arnold should have looked on the left. He had Ralph Zednik cutting in on the left-hand side. In any case, Crum will be at the line shooting 2. First one's up and good. Kevin Fitzgerald checks back into the Smithfield lineup, and James Reynolds sits down. Crum with the second shot. It's up, off the rim, bounces around, it's in. 31-25, Panthers on top. Smithfield brings the ball down. It's Mainley off on the right. He's broken up by Arnold. Feeds Samaglia. Samaglia drives down, lays it up, no good. Rebound by Crum. He lays it up off the front of the rim, somehow manages to bounce in. 33-25, Panthers on top. Here comes Mainley bringing the ball down for Smithfield. Off on the right, 13, into Billy Martin. He's stripped of the ball by Crum. Reach-in foul called against Smithfield as Crum was breaking down. Crum inbounds the ball on the opposite side of the court. Looks, passes it into Arnold. Arnold brings the ball over the timeline. He's being harassed by number 13. Gives it off to Crum, who works a nice give and go with Arnold, who lays it up and in. Smithfield caught napping on defense that time. Panthers up the lead to 10 points. 13 with an air ball. Grabbed by Billy Martin, and he was fouled underneath. Fouls on number 22, Chris Gentile. That's his second. Team fourth. Next Johnston foul, Smithfield will have the bonus. Inbounds pass to Fitzgerald, into Billy Martin. Drives across the lane, looks like he traveled, and he did. Good call by referee Mike Gabara, right on top of that play. Crum underneath his basket, looking to inbounds. He gives it to Samaglia. He's being harassed by Mainley. 5 seconds to get the ball over. Here comes Crum. Gets it over the timeline. Breaks down the right side. Breaks free. Gives it to Ralph Zednik in the lane. Back out to Arnold. Fakes the 3. Tries to work it in. Brings it back out. Oh, throws it down underneath. Nice backdoor play. Basket by Brian Crum. Looks like that little breather he took where he looked really frustrated is paying off because he's come out hot in this third quarter. He's got 4 points in the quarter, 6 points in the quarter, 12 overall. And he'll be at the line to shoot 1. Panthers with their biggest lead of the game, 12 points. More substitutions for the Panthers. Number 23, Bobby Begelli into the lineup. Free throws missed. There's a scramble for it. Here comes Kinnear with the ball. He stops and he's blocked by Zednik, who grabs the ball and he's fouled. Reach-in foul. Don't quite have who the foul's on, but Johnston will be shooting. Johnston will be shooting the 1-and-1 down the other end. Tom Zednik at the line. Foul is on number 23, George Kinnear. That's his third. Free throw attempt by Zednik was no good. Foul on Brian Crum, battling for the rebound. That's Crum's second. He takes a well-deserved breather as number 21, David Hansen, checks back into the Johnston lineup. Fitzgerald at the line, shooting 1-and-1. Smithfield, with 1:38 to go, has scored only 2 points this quarter. Make that 3, all from the free throw stripe. Referee gives the ball back to Fitzgerald, bounced it a few times, he's set for his second shot. And it's up, and it's good. 37-27, Panthers back out by 10. Ball into Samaglia. Smithfield back with the press on. Ball comes into Arnold, and he travels at center court. Once again, that Smithfield press giving Johnston problems. Mainly with the ball on the left-hand side, gets it back out on top to Finland. Finland to Dufresne, works the right side fakes, it gets it back out to Finland. Finland tries to pass it down low to Billy Martin. Ball's bouncing around on the floor, comes out to Mainley. Mainley to Fitzgerald on the right, back out to Mainley. Finland from the top for 3, bounces no good. Rebound Billy Martin, puts the ball on the floor, finds Fitzgerald underneath. He lays it up, no good. Air ball picked off by Tom Zednick. Here comes Arnold with the ball. Over to Samaglia, over the timeline. Down low to Hansen, back out on top to Arnold. Arnold puts a move, drives with the shoulder. And he was fouled. Oh, might be on Finland. If that is, that's his fourth. His third, I'm sorry. And it is his third foul on Jim Finland. Arnold at the line, the first one's in and bounces out, but drops back in. 39-27. Second one's up, no good. Battle for the rebound, Tom Zednick with the ball. Arnold with the ball on the top of the key. Drives to the left, gives it off to Migueli, who gets it back over to Hansen. Bounced the ball off for Smithfield, foot out of bounds.
Arnold make that first shot.
Made the first, missed the second. Johnston ball, 38 seconds to go in the third quarter, 33 on the shot clock. We got a foul away from the ball. Players jockeying for position at the top of the key. Referee walks over to the scorer's table to discuss it. Double foul called. We have a referee's timeout as the refs walk over to the scorer's bench to discuss this with the two coaches. From what I hear, a double foul was called on the play, turning the ball over to Smithfield. We don't know who the fouls were on. We do know it's Smithfield ball, 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. That's Fallon with the ball, off on the right to Finland. Back on top to Fallon. Over to number 11, Jason Bubin, back in the lineup. Finland harassed, double team. Samaglia with the ball, jump ball called. On the alternating possession, goes over to Johnston. Johnston ball, 24 seconds to go. Samaglia with the inbound pass. Gives it to Arnold in the backcourt. Arnold bringing the ball up, he's guarded by Finland. Brings the ball, works it out. They're going to set up for final shot here. 13 seconds left. Hansen with the ball back out to Arnold. Arnold looks in, finds Samaglia, come for the basket. Ball's bounced around. Hansen throws up a desperation 3. That's short. Ooh, Johnson got away with one there. Referee's a bit confused over whose ball it is to start the quarter. And they're going into discussion once again. And they finally settled on it, and it's Smithfield ball to start the fourth quarter. Inbounds to Fallon. Fallon walks it up. Over to Finland on the right, gives it to Fitzgerald in the corner. Fitzgerald back out on top to Finland. Finland fakes, drives the lane, gives it back out on top to Fallon. Fallon drives down on the right side, gets it back out to Finland on the right. Finland puts a move on Smaglia, gives the ball up, almost deflected away by Arnold. Finland with the ball. Gives it over to Bubin. Bubin to Fallon, throws up a three from the left. It's off the rim, no good. Battle underneath, rebound to Tom Zednik. Out to Arnold on the right, almost loses it out of bounds. Looking for somebody to come back, get the ball. Almost a 5-second violation. Smaglia down, gets the ball back around over to Arnold. Arnold to Ralph Zednik. Zednik outside. That's not where he belongs. He almost lost the ball on a fine defense by Bubin. Arnold drives, lays it up and in. Basket will count, and he was fouled by Fallon on the play. Timeout, Smithfield. Arnold will be at the line, shooting one. According to the scoreboard, they gave the foul to Smithfield number 55. They don't have a 55 on the roster. Must be number 5, Fallon. They got him down for 1 foul, but we have him here unofficially with 2. Finland bringing the ball up. Over to Fallon, back to Finland. Gets the ball inside to Fitzgerald, back out to Bubin. Bubin drives, gives it to Finland, top of the key, 2-pointer shot, it's no good. Rebound by Begelli. Begelli bounce pass along the back to Ralph Zednik, back to Begelli, out to Smaglia. Smaglia holds the ball, gets it inside. Zednik tries to hit his brother Ralph. Ball deflected away, but a foul on Smithfield. Looks like we had a push off. Eddie Davies in the Johnston lineup. Bobby Begelli sits down. Foul is on number 22, Finland. That was his 4th. Ralph Zednik missed the free throw. Tom picked up the rebound, and he was no good. And here comes Smithfield. Here comes Bubin driving the lane. Runs into Zednik, loses the ball, but we had a reach-in foul before he even got inside the lane. Tom Maney back in the Smithfield lineup, replacing Finland, who sits down with 4 personal fouls. I might question that move by Coach Benoit. Down 14 with 6.5 to go. You need your best shooter out on the floor. 4 fouls or not. Rebound off the missed free throw by Billy Martin. Worked the ball around. Bubin with the miss. Martin with the rebound. He's blocked by Zednik, and the foul on Tom Zednik.
Number 3 for Tom Zednik.
Martin will be at the line shooting 2. Martin throws up the first one, it's no good. The foul on Tom Zednik was his 3rd, both teams over the limit. Second one up, it's good. That's the first point for Smithfield in this quarter. 5 overall for the half, and we've got 6:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Brian Crum back in the Johnston lineup. Davies with the ball in the Crum. In the Zednik, they beat the press out to Smaglia. Smaglia threw his legs at the top. Over to Brian Crum. Crum looking inside to Zednik. The ball batted away, out of bounds off Bubin. Johnston ball. Crum out on top to Smaglia. Smaglia drives, throws up the left-hander, it's good. Johnston up by 15, 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Fallon bringing the ball up. Off on the right to Bubin. Bubin looking for Fitzgerald underneath, gets it back around to Fallon, to Maney, back to Fallon. Over to Bubin on the right. Maney in the corner, fakes the 3, out to Fallon on top to Maney. Maney throws up the 3, it's short. Rebound by Fitzgerald, lays it in. That's the first basket in the second half for Smithfield, and we've got 5:36 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball strip right from Crum by Fallon. Bubin goes up for the shot, and he's fouled by Samaglia, and he'll go to the line to shoot too.
That's number 3 on Gary Samaglia.
That's the third foul on Samaglia. Smithfield went over 14 minutes in the second half without scoring a basket. They scored 5 points from the line, and that was their first 2-pointer. Now we got Bubin at the line shooting 2. The first one's up and good. He sets himself for the second one, and it's up and strong off the glass. Rebound by Ralph Zednik. Zednik out to Crum. Crum walking the ball up. No pressure this time by Smithfield. Gets it inside to Zednik, who dunks the ball this time. He made sure that one went in. He wasn't going to miss like he did earlier. And Johnston up 14. Bubin with the ball on top to Maney. Over on the left to Fallon. Fallon back out to Maney. Maney to Fallon. Throws up a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Ralph Zednik, and he's fouled underneath. Foul on number 21, Kevin Fitzgerald. That's his first foul. Well, Rich, despite their horrendous shooting in the second half, Smithfield's fortunate to only be down 14.
Oh, definitely. With what Johnston was doing in the third quarter, surprised they're not down by 20 or more, at least.
Well, Ralph Zednik puts up the first one. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Bubin. Bubin bringing the ball up on the right. Pass it down to inside to Fitzgerald. It's good from James Reynolds with the assist. And Smithfield comes back out and it's full court press. It worked earlier. Let's see if they can pull it off again. But Samaglia breaks it, and he's going to go coast to coast, and he's fouled. Hammered underneath by Kevin Fitzgerald, who picks up his second foul. Samaglia helped up by Ralph Zednik. He'll be shooting 2. Smaglia sets, and the first one's up. It's good. And the second one is up, and it too is good. Johnston up 13. And here comes Finland in the lineup. Fallon sits down. Maney bringing the ball up. Passes it down on the right to Bubin. Back out to Maney. Maney from the free throw line, back out to Finland. Bubin throws up a 3-pointer from the right. It's off the rim, no good. Tries to follow up his own shot. Scuffle on the floor, and it's Zednik out to Crum. 2-on-3. Oh, didn't see the behind the back pass come and hit him right in the face. Zednik with the ball out to his brother Ralph. In the Crum. And he travels. And he's down on the floor, but he's okay. Crum had a little bit of a tough going there the last 2 trips down the floor, Rich.
Oh, looks like a football game out there right now. Oh, Crum's all over the floor.
Ball back out to Finland from the 3-point line. He was on the line, it's only 2. Number 20 for Johnston, Scott Waterman checks in the game, and he's picked off. Fitzgerald misses. Crum with the rebound. Ball's loose out to Samaglia. 2-on-1 with Zednik. He lays it up and in. 49-35, Johnston out in front. 3:23 to go in the game. Finley throws it up from the right. Bounced it around, no good. Rebound by Fitzgerald, and he's fouled by one of the Zedniks. And it looks like it's on Ralph.
Tom.
And it's on Ralph. That's his second foul. And Fitzgerald hits the first. Bounces the ball a few times, he sets. The second one's up, and it's good. Fitzgerald hits them both. 12-point Johnston lead. Smithfield still with its press on. It's Waterman with the ball underneath his basket. Calls out a play, gives a fake and breaks it up, gives it to Smaglier at the timeline. He steps up over the timeline. He's being harassed by Maney. Gives the ball back over to Waterman. Ball stolen away by Crum. And we got a Smithfield player down on the floor, appears to be injured, and that's Bob Dufresne. The foul is on Brian Crum. That's his fourth. Dufresne will be at the line, shooting 1 and 1. First one's up. Bounced it around, no good. Rebound by Tom Zednick. Over to Crum. Crum brings the ball, hits Zednick. Oh. Tried to hit Zednick underneath, but he was fouled on the play. We've got timeout charge to Smith.
Oh yeah, you need something to break up the monotony here.
Tom Zednick at the line. He'll be shooting 1 and 1 for the Panthers. Gets the ball from the referee, and the first one's up. And it rattles around and drops. 50-37. Panthers up by 13. 2:45 to go. Second one rattles around, and it too drops. Here comes Finley, bringing the ball down the right side. Switches the dribble, gives it off to Dufresne, back to Finley from behind 3. Back out to Maney, just inside the 3-point line. Again, no good. Dufresne with the rebound. Throws up a wild one-hander, but he was fouled.
Zednick picks up the 4, number 4.
Well, the foul's on one of the Zednick brothers. Ralph's running over to the bench. I believe the foul's on brother Tom. And it is. It's his fourth. And Dufresne misses the first one. Smithfield ice cold in his second half. And the second one rattles around and drops. 51-38, Panther lead. 2:30 to go here in the game. Inbounds pass to Zednick, gives it to Waterman. Waterman brings the ball up. He's harassed by Finley. Brings it up over the timeline. At the free throw line to Zednick. He just holds the ball, gives it off to Crum. Johnston bringing the Smithfield players out, and Crum works by, gets the easy layup. Long pass down to Finland. Finland over to Manley at the free throw line. Back out to Dufresne for 3. It's good. 53-41, Panthers lead. Inbounds pass to Zednick. Tom gives the ball back to Brian Crum. Crum bringing the ball up on the right side. Dufresne all over him. Crum brings the ball up over the timeline. He's stripped away by Maney. Maney driving in, lays it up and in. All of a sudden, it's a 10-point game again. Samagley with the ball in the Ralph Zednick. He's being harassed by Fitzgerald, gets the ball to Waterman. Waterman brings the ball up on the right side. Stops out near the timeline. Johnston bringing the Smithfield players out, looking for the give and go backdoor basket. Crum with the ball. He's harassed by Dufresne, and Dufresne fouls him. Crum will be at the line shooting 1 and 1. Steve Fallon checks back into the Smithfield lineup. And Dufresne goes out. That was his 5th personal foul. Fallon leaves the game. He scored 6 points.
Check 2 or 3.
Crum at the line. He misses the first one. Rebound to Waterman. Back to Crum on the right. Crum brings the ball back around up on top. Off on the side to Waterman. Brings the ball back around on the top again. They're just going to weave around until they get the easy basket opportunity. And there it is into Zednik. Lays it up and in. Under a minute to go. 55-43. Panthers on top. Maney brings the ball down. Over to Finland on the right. Back out on top to Maney. Over on to Fallon. The 3-play catcher on the top of the key. Finland throws up the 3-pointer from the right. Air ball. Picked off by Rouse Zednik. Out to Samaglia. Samaglia holds the ball, gives it off on the other side to Brian Crum. Crum walking the ball over the timeline. Looking for a cutter toward the basket. Gives it into Zednik. Zednik at the post. Drops it off to Waterman. Waterman throws up one, no good. Here comes Fallon the other way. 18 seconds to go. Fallon with the ball. Off to Finland. Finland back to Fallon. Fallon, top of the key, gives it off to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald shoots. It's good. I'm sorry, that's Jim Reynolds. Not Fitzgerald for 2. Ball thrown away by the Panthers. Picked up by Maney. Over to Finland. Before he can get off the 3-pointer. That was in the basket, but no good. Time expires. And the Panthers hold on to win 55-45 here in the second game of the Johnston tip-off tournament. Well, Johnston played a fine game in the second half. They were down 2. They made the change from man-to-man over to the